Business exists only to meet the needs of the people. But there's an extra advantage if your product and services are pitched on a platform that gives you the added advantage over your competitors. For your desired return on investment and so much more, advertise on Spectrum Television, on StarTime's DTH Channel 421 and on free-to-air with a free...
Hello and welcome to Spectrum Television News at 12. I am Uyai Ania coming to you live from Uyo, the capital city of Akwa Ibom, to close sections of third mainland bridge for 5 weeks, explain 100 billion naira COVID-19 funds spending. Plus, Israel renews Gaza camp strikes as United Nations warns of war crimes. We will bring you details of these stories and more in a moment. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. We begin the news this afternoon from the national scene where the federal government, through the Ministry of Works, has announced that it will be closing 2 ramps of the third mainland bridge for repairs. According to the statement signed by the Federal Controller of Works, OI Kisha, the motoring public are notified that the repair works will begin with the ramps connecting Oworoshoki to Adekunle and Lagos Island Adeniji Adele to Adekunle simultaneously. Kaisha revealed that the ramps will be closed to traffic by 7 a.m. on Monday, November 6, 2023 for 5 quarters at a one-day work visit to the commissioning of some internal projects at the headquarters of the 6th Division of the Nigerian Army in Port Harcourt, assured the people that the Nigeria Police Force will be assisted to ensure that citizens in those states can vote without fear of any possible disturbances. He affirmed that President Tinubu's administration is committed to ensuring that lives and properties of citizens are adequately secured before, during and after the forthcoming poll in the 3 states. Move now to Africa, where Zambia's government has withdrawn retirement benefits and privileges from former President Edna Lungu following his decision to return to active politics. In a press conference, any other senior citizen of the country, Mwita noted that it was clearly stated in the law that former presidents who returned to politics would lose their benefits. Recall that Lungu lost the presidency to Hakainde Hichilema in 2021, after which he announced his retirement. Still in Africa, Germany's President Frank-Walter Steinmeier has apologized for killings under colonial rule in Tanzania as he met descendants of Songie Mbano executed for leading a revolt. Steinmeier, while describing Mbano as a brave leader in the rebellion, assured the people that Germans will join in search of answers to the open, unanswered and outstanding questions regarding the German East Africa era. Reports say German East Africa was a colony, part of the German possessions, which covered today's Tanzania, Rwanda, and Burundi. On the foreign scene, Israel has reportedly hit Gaza's largest refugee camp with renewed airstrikes, prompting United Nations rights officials to warn that targeting densely populated residential areas could amount to war crimes. Israel said its fighter jets had carried out the strike, targeting a Hamas command and control complex and eliminating an undefined number of militants. Reports say bombs struck the Jamelia camp for a second time in 2 days, pulverizing buildings and killing dozens of people. An Iran-backed Islamist militant group Hezbollah has claimed it shot down an Israeli drone over southern Lebanon amid nearly daily cross-border exchanges of fire that have spurred fears of wider conflict in the Middle East. Hezbollah claimed it hit the drone directly with a surface-to-air missile as it flew between the border villages of Al-Makia and Hunain. However, Israel Defense Forces IDF acknowledged that the Hezbollah missile launch but denied any damage was inflicted. The IDF said it struck the terrorist cell that fired the missile and the launch site in response. Still to come in the news. Chelsea reached Carabao Cup quarter-finals as Newcastle knockout holders Manchester United. Stay tuned for details of this and more in a moment.
Business exists only to meet the needs of the people, but there's an extra advantage if your product and services are pitched you the added advantage over your competitors. For your desired return on investment and so much more, advertise on Spectrum Television, on StarTime's DTH Channel 421 and on free-to-air with a frequency of 12733. Spectrum Television, broadening your horizon.